I'm the founding director of Bindi Bosses. And the reason that this is such a big moment for us is because we did our very first stage show in 2019 at the Eat Your Heart Out Festival for Liverpool City Council. And we're here, what are we now, four years later? So much has changed. I'm very proud to say that the people who did that show are still with me. Thank you very much. And I just want to, before I go any further, acknowledge that we are doing this show on unceded Dharawal country, and that this always was and always will be land that was not known as Australia and was accessed by lots of different Indigenous nations. The reason it's very important that we acknowledge that is because the instrument that we were just playing is called the pare drum. It is a 3,000-year-old art form that comes from my Tamil ancestry, and what you just saw was something that we performed at the Sydney Opera House a couple of weeks ago. We did 8 shows on the steps there, so it means so much for us to be able to share our culture and do it in solidarity with First Nations peoples. So, I want to introduce you to the incredible artists that you are going to see take the stage tonight. Starting with, who are we going to start with? Starting with Jess. Jess has been with me since the very beginning of being the bosses, when it was just me, Jess and Raghavi. And since then, we have some other extraordinary artists, including Shankar Rees over this side. Shankar is not just an amazing dancer, hip-hop, Bharatanatyam. Shankar is also our logo designer, and all the wonderful design that you see with Bindi Bosses comes from her expertise. Shankar could not do things without you at all. We also here have our hype queen, Sarangi. You'll just see. Sarangi's just pure fire and energy, and we love her. Thank you, Sarangi. And we also have the person with the hugest load and who just does it with a beautiful smile every time, Smriti. Again, not just an incredible dancer, is also an incredible videographer, photographer. That video that you saw at the beginning that looked like a movie, that was shot by Smriti. So can we just give Smriti another round of applause? So the visuals that you see tonight are a combination of Shankari and Smriti, and also Neha, but Neha you will meet later. For now, I just want to let you know that we are going to be taking you on a bit of a wild ride tonight. There are highs, there are lows, we're going to get real, but most of all, we're going to invite you to open up and feel and heal with us. This is a really horrific time that we're living through. It's a very triggering time for people from marginalised communities because we feel the impact of what's happening around the world at the moment. And art is our way of processing that, of healing, and to elevate that frequency of love and joy and togetherness that we're just missing in the world at the moment. So please help us tonight. We need your energy. Make some noise. Just give us everything that you got so we can turn this into a really safe healing space for everyone tonight. So without further ado, we're going to start with a piece that is very close to our hearts. We performed it at TEDx. It is To Medigen by Baker Boy. We have performed it so many times. I have to tell you, we just never get sick of this piece. Just make some noise for us because we want you to feel it with us.
Music is a meditation. Music
Give it up for my Bindi bosses! Now you may notice that we have some fabulous designs happening. Did you notice that? Do you want to know who did this? Well, we have been working in collaboration with an incredible Wiradjuri artist that we also happened to meet through a Liverpool City Council event last year called Starry Night. And I would like to invite up to the stage Bianca Caldwell from Wiradjuri Dreaming. All right, Bianca. So Bianca and I have a very interesting story. I'll tell it briefly. I'm nervous as well. This is a big deal for Bianca too, so give us some love. So what you see in the back here are the pants that Bianca originally designed for us. We did a black set. And the way this happened was when we met in an event, we just hit it off instantly. We had a connection with Fiji. I was wearing plain black pants like that. And she's like, "Sis, can I paint your pants?" It was really cold. I was wearing leggings underneath. I was like, "Yeah, sure." I stripped them off. I gave them to her. I don't think I saw Bianca for 2 months. And then next thing I knew, she gave me these pants back and they were just so on point with what we discussed. And so I said, "I'd love to work with you and to collaborate and do some designs." So we then did a collaboration with Shankri, who did the bindi with the eyebrows, and then Bianca added her beautiful work to it, which we did on a tote bag. Sorry, it's sold out, but you know, we'll do another run. And the latest has been these pants. So I'd love for you to explain your process with the pants. I'll explain what the concept is, and then love to hear from you. So, got our models over here. Please make them feel welcome. So I'll let you explain what we did, because I think this is just such a cool...
So with the first set, I actually just went all in with design and my feelings and vibes. That's how I work. I either paint early in the morning or late at night, and allow the spirits to tell me what to paint. I paint from a place of healing. A little bit about me before I get into that. I'm actually just healing 5 years deep. Last week, my brother's been 5 years since he passed suicide, so my place of healing comes from my family. And I technically just paint to heal. So when I first met the team, and I was like, "Oh hey, like random, can I paint pants?" It was completely off white. She actually acknowledged my daughter first. And I was like, "Hey sis, I need a paint, you're off balance." And she was, "What do you mean?" I said, so I took them home, yes, we didn't leave for a couple of weeks, and then here it comes, we've got the pants first design. We went into the black set, then the bag, and now this one is all about detail.
Yeah.
All about healing, all about country, acknowledging where we come from, acknowledging the land we're on, and how we leave our footprint behind.
So I want to say as well, what we did is I sent Bianca 9 tracks from Bindi bosses that we use that means something to us. It was your idea. And she listened to each track and then picked what she felt from what came from each track. And one of them is actually an unreleased track that we did a remix to. I'll introduce Sen in a second. Sen needs a whole moment, but we'll get to Sen. So
even with these ones here, this is representing, like the snake leaves marking on the ground. This is them leaving their footprint when they leave the dance. They're leaving a story behind. It's the same as us. When we dance from a place of healing, also for celebrating our culture. My other favourite piece would be over here. This here is one of, you will mostly know, the Coolman is one of our female instruments. When we take a Coolman off the tree, we actually get the dirt off to heal that wound. So my version of is that's me healing a wound. So, but each one of these acknowledge something different about country, and each one of them comes from a different song. So I listened to it 3 times. First time, listened to the beat, go for gold. Second one was like, loving it. Third one was like, what am I getting the most out of it? And how am I feeling? So everything about this is about healing and going through the process of just painting a story, you know what I mean? That's all I'm about.
thank you so much. And I think this is just the beginning. Bianca and I have been talking about some collab workshops, so stay tuned to the Bindi Bosses page. Please give it up for our models. They're models now. Alright. Oh, I'm not really using this one, but I'll just hold it. So next up we have Rachel Jacobs that I'd like to invite to the stage as well. That opening video that you saw is from an unreleased project from a collaboration we've done with Sweltering Cities, and I will let Rachel explain what that organisation is all about. Rachel, artist, activist and academic.
Hello everyone, I'm Rachel, she, her pronouns. It is such an honour to be here in a show that gives me life and gives me life force. Everyone, it is getting hot in here. Are you feeling hot? Yeah? Is it getting hot in here? Yeah! Guess what? It's about to get hotter. So where we are in Southwest Sydney is an urban heat island. West and Southwest Sydney constitute urban heat islands. I'm on the board of an organisation called Sweltering Cities. We examine urban heat islands, and what we found is that people living in Southwest Sydney and Western Sydney, you don't need to be told this, live through temperature rises of 40 and 45 degrees during summer. It is too hot to go outside. It is too hot to let kids out to play in school hours. It is too hot to get safely to work. It is too hot for people with disabilities to be able to access public transport. It is too hot to sleep at night. We want to do something about that. This is the living effects of climate change here and now. So here is what we know about this. Is that it is not too late to do something about these urban heat islands, and we've listed Bindi bosses to help us make the change and spread the messages. While those temperatures, yeah, go on. Yeah.
Through art.
Yeah, through art.
We can't stop climate change.
We can raise our voices in order that people might do something about the climate catastrophe. Because what we do know as well, that is always our communities, is always intersectional communities that face the brunt of the climate catastrophe. It is communities of colour. It is communities of vulnerability. It is long-term unemployed. It is people who don't have access to the kind of wealth and privilege that is able to get them out of the lived experiences of the climate catastrophe. So we know that we are always frontline, and the artists are always frontline fighters. So what we've done in a collab with Bindi bosses is Sweltering Cities have said, we know that the rising temperatures are a problem, but whenever they become a problem, what we see in our media is pictures of people at the beach. So if you're here in Casula,
And mostly white people.
and mostly white people having a great time at the beach, which is fantastic for them. If you're here in Casula, that is not generally part of your lived experience of heat. So what we want to do is raise our voices about the lived experience of being in an urban heat island, and also raising our voices about the kind of cities that we would like to see. Everyone, I want to congratulate Bindi bosses on being an outstanding cultural advocate, but also an advocate for change, because climate justice is racial justice. There is no social justice without climate justice. There is no social justice without First Nations justice. There is no justice without all of us. And Bindi Bosses embodies that every single day. I'm so excited to see this.
So we're not going to tell you too much about this project because it is unreleased, but you did see the first part of it. That was our take on rising heat. We used our traditional instruments to show land clearing. Sen, who is, we can't look at it too long really, Sen is the sun in this. Sen composed that entire track that you heard as well. So he's not just a DJ, he's a composer, he's a smoking hot drummer, and yeah, videography by Smriti. It'll be dropping at the end of the month. But thank you so much, Rachel, for coming and speaking to that.
Congratulations.
All right. So, it's time to show you a beautiful video now by D.A. Choreo. D.A. Choreo is the brainchild of Divya and Abhishri, who have an immense passion for South Asian arts and a commitment to promoting cultural dance in New South Wales. With a social media following over 100,000, D.A. Choreo has established a reputation as a premier cultural arts company within the region. Now, the video you're about to see was D.A.'s take on Billie Eilish's What Was I Made For? Divya and Abhishri, are you here in the audience? There they are, have a look at them, hello! So we're going to play the video for you. Divya is also a part of Bindi Bosses, and one big part of the company is that I don't stop my artists doing their own thing and working with other people. So this is what happens when you give artists freedom to explore and be their own artists.
To float, now I just fall down. I used to know, but I'm not sure now what I was made for. What was I made for? 'Cause I don't know how to feel, but someday I might. Someday I might.
Give it up for D.A. Choreo! If you want to have a chat with them, they are right there. I think they're about to drop some tutorials online, a website, all sorts of wonderful things happening. All right, we're getting back into live dancing now. Ready? I can't hear you. All right, I'm very excited about this next act. It is Intention Crew. This is their debut performance. It's a collective of 5 artists who've come together to provide a platform for the South Asian community in Sydney to connect, learn and grow through dance and other forms of art. They each have their own styles that they fuse together, and they are a collective consisting of 5 artists: Ayushi, Neha, Nisha, Pranav and Smriti. Please make them feel very welcome for their very first public performance.
नजर जो तेरी लागी मैं दीवानी हो गई
show at the moment. How did it feel?
Oh, great. I was lit. Thank you guys for your energy.
Step into the light. So can you tell us a little bit more about Intention, how people can get involved, who it's for, what it's about?
Intention, basically all it's about is in the brown community, we're trying to bring hip hop more to the forefront. We still include a lot of different styles, as you saw. We kind of mixed it up a bit. So we're putting on a big show November 23rd. We've got about 100 dancers that are part of it, and we're all choreographing different teams for them. And I can't breathe right now. I have more to say about
Pass the mic, so good.
Just want to say a huge thank you. First of all, this Intention whole thing started this year, like in March. Thanks to Aisha bringing it up. And we knew we all shared the same passion and goals for dance, and we're like, let's start up Intention and accommodate for the rapidly growing South Asian community in the arts sphere. Yeah, thank you everyone for being here and being part of this.
Alright. So you guys, have you got classes, anything? What's your Insta? What's the best way for people to...
So our Instagram is intention.studios. There's no studio right now, but one day.
It's a concept.
Yeah, it's a concept, it's a platform. Yeah, there's classes, but right now we're working on a showcase. But that's the way we connect with our people. We kind of go through classes, workshops and stuff like that and get to know people of different levels. Beginners, intermediate, advanced, those people who don't know whether dance is their thing and they're just trying to experiment. Everything is welcome, as long as you come with the right intention.
Yay! I saw what you did there, Aishi. Thank you so much, Intention Crew! Alright, next up, I'd like to acknowledge another amazing collaborating artist that we work with, Mira by Purnima Sharma. Unfortunately, she can't be here tonight, but I did want to acknowledge all the exceptional work that we've done. Purnima is my Guruji's daughter. She's an incredible kuchipudi dancer herself and has started her own fashion label, as you can see, is absolutely exquisite. So Mira by Purnima Sharma was conceived in 2018, and it's all about empowering women, people, everyone really. It's more than just a fashion label, it's a way of life, embracing diversity and the courage to be fearless in the face of adversity. This is a piece that she did custom for us for Sweltering Cities for a previous project we did in partnership with my mentor, who is Kinganji and Birigubba man, Buri Monty Cryer. This is a bespoke piece, bespoke design she did for us for TEDx when we performed there a couple of years ago, and she's just every time she turns it around in record time, and every time the quality is higher. So you can see this is the whole set here. Also the first opening scene that you saw with the Parayatam with the yellow, she did that set for us as well that we wore when we did our Opera House performance. She got the cotton from Chennai, so which is really beautiful because she's actually got her artisans in North India, so it's really beautiful that she made the effort to get fabric from the south to represent our Tamil art form. And yeah, Mira by Purnima Sharma, please look her up. She does a lot of wedding, bridal, but she's also really open to doing custom designs. And I did want to actually say that the reason Purnima can't be here tonight is due to a very tragic death in her family. Last week she lost her cousin that she actually saw. She was there when he was born, and at 23 years of age he took his life last week. So that's the reason she couldn't be here, but she did want me to say that because mental health has been a huge issue in the last few years within our community. We know that it's not just our community, but it's something that we know needs to be spoken about more within our community. And on that note, I would like to invite Sentharan to come forward. Before we speak about this next piece, I do want to acknowledge the incredible amount of work I've done with Sen this year. Sen, I've worked with you more than my Core BB artist this year. You are Core BB now. So Sen has done original music composition with us, DJs, plays percussion, does Konakol with his, which is basically kind of like our version of rapping, I reckon, right? So this next piece that we're about to have performed with Sen and another artist, Rohan, who will come up as well, is very close to Sen's heart, and I'm going to let Sen speak on that.
Thank you so much. What an amazing Proud you are. Beautiful energy. Thank you so much. You're amazing. A few months ago, we lost a warrior, a visionary, and an impact maker. She took her life after battling mental health diseases for years. As a community, we need to be willing to have this conversation. It's important. We're losing too many beautiful souls to these diseases, to these challenges. We need to end the stigma. We need to start having a constructive conversation. Can you help me? I'm actually struggling to find some words. Can you help me? Can you? Thank you. Can you close your eyes and hold, whoever's sitting next to you, can you hold their hands for me? And close your hands. Close your eyes. You can feel that connection, right? You can feel the other person. We are one as a community. We need to support each other. We need to lift each other. And we are stronger together. And this was Bhairavi's message. I want to welcome onto the stage my brother Rohan. Rohan, Satyam and I created a song in memory of our friend Bhairavi. And the message of the song is to keep her dreams alive and for her light to shine over us forever. And we'd really love to share it with you.
Let me start by saying thank you. Thank you for dreaming big. Thank you for being you. Thank you for inspiring. Still feels the room beyond the what ifs. I'm gonna miss you saying, man, we got this. I promise I'ma chase and build on what we had. Always used to tell me you're my number one. So I'm gonna go have respect on your name. I wish I cherished moments, but I'm glad that we can share. I still can't process all of this. Isn't fair. It doesn't make sense, and there's nothing I can say. I hope you found peace and your legacy will stay. One day I'll tell your daughter that you had to spread your wings. A superhero dreamer, someone who inspired me. I know I'll be your presence as you're walking through the cloud. Forever keep you alive, and will always make you proud. பறந்து சென்று ஒளியாகி போ
She's standing behind. I had the honour of meeting Barnaby at Sen's place, and she passed while we've been working together, so yeah. Sorry. I also really want to acknowledge tonight Red Dot Revolt. It's been such an honour to be able to share space with, where are they, Ravina? Ravina, where are you? There you go. So Ravina actually contacted me and said, with what's happening in the world right now, it would be awesome if we could use the opportunity of tonight to raise some funds and do something for Palestine. So what we've actually done is created a fundraiser. The proceeds go to PCRF, which is the Palestinian Children's, oh sorry, just get my, just give me 1 second. Oh, big day today, very big day. Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. So, one thing we want to acknowledge is with everything that we do through our art, it may look joyful, it may look happy, but a lot of it comes from very deep pain and the need to remind ourselves of joy. So in this time, I want to offer our solidarity and beyond our solidarity, our action to all the people in Palestine and who are suffering at the moment, especially in Gaza. One thing I read today was that before this recent conflict broke out, and I say recent, it's been going on for many years, as we all know, is that just before this time, I think there was a report that 80% of children living in the Gaza Strip had contemplated suicide. And I just want to send my heartfelt condolences, support and love to everyone in the audience, especially those who are Palestinian, and let you know that you are not alone. We feel this as our communities, we feel it as communities who have survived genocide. We have Ewan Tamil people in this show, we have people who have been through apartheid South Africa, we have a Rwandan artist in this show. So these are not separate things to us. We understand the violence of settler colonization, and we are here to resist through our art, and in solidarity, we offer this fundraiser as well. So this night was free. We encourage you to click on that link. It's in Red Dot Revolt's bio, in our bio as well, and give what you can, and use your voices to call for a ceasefire, because there's no point raising funds while what's happening is still happening. Okay, we're going to change things up a little bit now. We're going to take you to Africa. Who's ready to go to Africa? You've been a very tame audience so far, so we're hoping that this is going to let you get loose, get wild. Can we all just put our hands up in the air, shake it like you just don't care? A lot of things have already happened. Shake it all out. Our next collective is Afrocadabra, an Australian, a group based in so-called Australia that is African Australian. And it consists of two duos that have actually come together. So it's Paris, made up of Maurice from Uganda and Pascal from Cameroon living in Canberra, and Kasi Vibes, made up of Tuba from Zimbabwe and Mugisha from Rwanda living in Sydney. So they're united in their passion for dance and their desire to fuse different Afro forms. You're going to see Amapiano, Afro, Fusion, Peninsula, Dancehall. Are you ready to get the proper vibe from the motherland? Yes? You're not ready, is all I'm going to say. If you feel this, don't keep it in. Scream, let it out. All right, let's go, Afrocadabra.
Bongi, sana mapakisha. fastest new music genre. This is Amapiano.
A show within a show. Give it up for Tuba and Magisha. I'm just going to let you dance and do the talking. That was it. Follow Africadabra, the new classes. Who wants to go to an Africadabra event now? Then do. All right, without further ado, we have our last piece for the show. So a big part of Bindi Bosses is, as much as possible, we try to prioritize lived experience, which is why we wanted to show you Afro from the root before you see how we fuse it. The next piece that you're going to see is a collaboration. Our first proper, cultural collaboration where we worked with Manu, an amazing Afro artist who unfortunately had other plans tonight so couldn't be here, but you will see him on the screen in spirit. This is Hello Africa.